Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today you're going to learn how to achieve this look right here. It's a smoky eye with a graphic white liner. Thank you for being here, and I would appreciate it if you liked, shared, and subscribed. Thank you. Okay, so first of all, we're going to grab my Tarte Shape Tape and we're going to use that as a base, and we're going to apply that all over the lid and blend it out with the Beauty Blender. I apologize in advance that I sound stuffy because I am sick. Okay, so we're gonna blend that all out, and I know the new trend is not to set your base or whatever, but I'm not used to that, and I will always set my base, which you're about to see whenever I grab my Morphe palette right here. I'm gonna set it with the white shade, and yes, all my palettes are really dirty, so I'm gonna pat that all over the lid and set it, and then set, and then I'm going to grab my Take Me Back to Brazil palette by BH Cosmetics, I believe, and then I'm gonna grab a fluffy brush, just off brand, I think it's Elf or something. I'm gonna grab this light baby blue shade, and that's gonna be our first transition color, and that's gonna go all at the top. Tap off the excess, and it's gonna go above my crease slightly because I do have hooded eyelids, so I had to make the illusion that I do have a bigger eye. So I'm going to blend that all at the top until I get that like saturation of that baby blue that I like. And now here I'm going to take a deeper blue right here. It's like a green blue tealish color. I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it directly below the crease that I had just made. We're going to slowly start deepening it up, and this is where you're going to get your dimension. I don't place it right on that baby blue, just slightly below it. And from here I'm just going to keep on building and building until I like the transition from the baby blue to that teal green. Continuing with the same fluffy brush, I'm going to go into a deeper blue. We're just going to keep on deepening and deepening up the crease. And I'm going to saturate my brush, and then I'm going to go again, take another step down slightly from the last color that we had placed. I'm just going to blend on windshield wiper motions, and sometimes you will see me go in circular motions, and I'll just go back and forth, and I am flicking the end and dragging the color out, so that way when we do that graphic liner and cut the crease, we'll have a wing already placed. So I'm just gonna keep on blending and blending that color in and deepening it up. And for all these colors, I'm using the same brush. That's just how I usually do it. Repeating the same steps again, just following up with another darker blue. This one does have some shimmer in it, but when you do place it on the lid, you could barely see it. I know most people are against using shimmer in the crease, which I agree, but this one, like I said, you can't see it as much when you place it on the crease. You're always going to want to use matte colors in the crease, and the shimmers are always going to go on your lid. So you see now that we're just building up the crease to make it darker so it could have dimension, and it'll look like I have a higher crease whenever I do cut it. And now here I'm going to take a pencil brush. I believe this one's by Crown or Morphe, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm going to take that and I'm going to show you what I'm doing right now. Take that deeper blue and I'm going to mix it with a tad bit of black. You want to use the smallest amount because if you use too much of the black, it's just going to go downhill from there. Black is one of the hardest colors to blend out. So I'm going to slightly build up the black and I'm going to go a little at a time until I do like how deep the black is. So I'm going to flick it out. I'm just going to place the color using this brush and then I will blend it out with the fluffy brush. But I'm going to add the black slowly. See, this is when I take the fluffy brush and I'm going to blend it out. I'm going to slowly continue building up that black until I like how pigmented it is. Okay, now I'm gonna grab a flat brush and I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer to use this to cut my crease. First, I'm gonna apply the concealer directly in the middle of my lid. I'll look up and wherever that line touches is where you're gonna cut how high your crease is going to be. This avoids that whenever you say you just made your own crease and you go throughout the day, it's gonna transfer to the top no matter what, and you want to be able to see the glitter that I'm gonna place down later. So this is why you have to look up, because that part of your lid is a lid that shows. So all I'm gonna do is just drag it out and cut my crease, and then once I get to the end of the tail, I'm going to create like as if I'm doing a wing liner. I'm just gonna follow it and using the concealer. You'll see. As you can see, I'm just cutting the crease to how I would want my wing. This part is the most tedious. You're gonna have to make sure it matches up to the other side. It helps me whenever I pull slightly, like a tug on my lid. I applied more concealer because I was getting tired of dipping it back in and it was just not working for me. So as you can see, I'm just gonna use that and spread it. The more concealer, the more crisp your line is going to be. And now I'm going to grab a makeup wipe and clean that line up, so that way it'll be easier for me to draw out the liner later with the white liner. Okay, and now I'm going to grab my NYX glitter glue. I'm going to get that same flat brush and I'm going to place it all over where I placed the concealer, and I'm going to use the glitter in NYX by Glitter Brilliance in 01. It's like a royal blue. It's very, very beautiful. So here I am just placing that glitter glue all over exactly where I placed the concealer in the exact same shape. In order to get the best, like for the glitter to stick, is to place the glue, fan it for a little bit, like 1 or 2 seconds, and then start placing the glitter, because as you go in, as soon it's going to be slimy and it's going to move around, so it's better if it gets tacky. Okay, and now I flipped over the brush and now I dipped into that glitter, and I'm just going to start picking it up and packing it all over my lid. And just keep on packing until I get all the way to the end of that wing. And the glitter is going to stick in that exact shape of the wing because you did place the glitter in that shape. And here I'm just being extra picky. I'm just gonna clean up that glitter once again with the makeup wipe to make it as sharp as possible. The sharper the better. So now I'm gonna grab that pencil brush and I'm going to deepen the crease again with the black and the dark blue, just because I feel like it got lost and it wasn't as opaque as I wanted it. So now that I'm deepening up the crease once again slightly, you want to go light-handed with this part. It's going to make the glitter pop even more. And then I'm going to grab my transition color that I did first and blend out the top to make sure there are no harsh lines. And then here I am grabbing the white liner. I believe it's by NYX as well. I personally love these liners. The only bad thing about them is that they do crack, and it's hard to place. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna have to do it one line at a time. You're not gonna want to keep going over and over it again, because the more layers, the more likely it is for it to start cracking. That is the only downfall about these liners. But other than that, if you can look past the cracking, then you'll be fine. Here I'm just gonna curl my lashes and put some mascara on it. It's the Colossal one. Just gonna apply a thin layer. I don't really put mascara on before I put my falsies. I had already applied my falsies. I stacked two. I know one of them was by Kiss Lashes, and then I just applied a thin layer of a black liner to cover the band. And now I'm grabbing my NYX Total Control Drop Foundation in the color Medium Olive. I like this, but it's just not as full coverage as I do like it. So the lighter shade on there is my Sharp Tape Concealer Everywhere, and blend that out. And then I'm going to add my LA Girl Pro Conceal in Light Ivory under my eyes and in my T-zone. And I'm going to blend that out with my damp beauty blender. Oh, I do grab my Tarte Shape Tape and I add it on the outside to further blend it. Like so. And then there I go. I'm going to blend it out with my beauty blender. And now I'm going to grab my Crown Pressed Foundation Powder. I'm going to set this underneath my eyes. I press it in. This is just a personal preference. I like another high coverage foundation underneath my eyes. And I don't know why it didn't show, but I did prime my face with the No Problem primer. It's my favorite. It's by the No Problem Primer by Touch and Soul. And then I'm just gonna grab that powder and set my whole entire face. And then I'm gonna get my contour brush. And I don't really personally contour, but I'm gonna go in with the deeper shade right there. And I'm just gonna bronze. I don't really like contouring. I just prefer to have it all over bronze look. Now I'm gonna go back in with my palette and grab that deep blue and the black, and I'm gonna do my lash line. I'm just gonna place it with the pencil brush. I'm gonna do the opposite of what I did to the eyelid at the top. Start with the dark color, and I'm gonna work my way to the lighter colors. I'm gonna do the opposite basically. So now I'm gonna deepen up my lash line and place the black, and then you'll see me going with the baby blue color on the end to blend it out. And I'm gonna keep on going back with that black because I do like smoky eye at the bottom better. I feel like it looks better. And now I'm going to reach for my Jaclyn Hill palette and take the first two white colors in there. And this is going to be my inner corner highlight for my eyes. I feel like this completes the look and it makes the eyes just pop even more. And the first look for the lips, I did choose a nude color. I'm going to show y'all two different lippies that y'all can try. One more on the safer side and one more on the wild side for those who would like to reach out and, you know, go more dramatic. Since eyes are more dramatic, I did put a nude in here for the people who would want to keep it calm. So this is a lip pencil. I'm not sure what color it was. I think it was a nude. And I'm going to grab the ColourPop matte and beeper, and I'm going to spray my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter spray, I believe. Let that sit, and then I'm gonna go in with my Omrizi times Anastasia and highlight. This is my absolute favorite highlighter. Look at that. I am blown away all the time. It's so freaking amazing. I definitely recommend it. Just gonna highlight in all important parts. Look at that glow. Wow. For the second lip, I just used a brown lip liner. I prefer the dark lip, but I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and like